You're trying to stream a movie in bed, maybe take a video call from the basement, or just scroll through your phone in the backyard, and bam, the Wi Fi signal just vanishes. It's got to be one of the most common tech headaches, and today we're going to settle the score between the two main ways to fix it. So, yeah, if you're sick and tired of those annoying Wi Fi dead zones, you've probably stumbled upon two main solutions, something called a Wi Fi extender or a mesh system. But which one is actually the right call for you? Okay, let's get into it and figure this out so you don't end up wasting your money. All right, first up to the plate is the Wi Fi extender. Now, this is usually the first thing people grab. It's cheap, it seems super simple, and on the surface, it feels like a total no brainer. But is it really the fix you think it is? So here's the deal with how it works. An extender is basically a megaphone for your Wi Fi. It finds the signal from your main router, and then it shouts it out again, trying to push it a little further into your house. It's not making a new signal, it's just repeating the one it already hears. But, and this is a huge but, that simplicity comes at a price. Here's the catch. Because that single extender has to do two jobs at once, listen for the signal, and then rebroadcast it, it cuts your Wi-Fi speed by about half. Yep, you get more range, but you lose a ton of speed in the process. And as if the speed drop wasn't annoying enough, there's this. An extender creates a totally separate network. So you'll have your main network, let's say home Wi-Fi, and then this new one, home Wi-Fi_EXT. Your phone isn't smart enough to switch automatically. So as you walk from the living room to the bedroom, your video call freezes, your music stutters, and you have to go into your settings and manually switch networks. It's just clunky. Okay, so if the extender is kind of a flawed solo act, what's the alternative? Well, let me introduce you to the modern solution, the mesh Wi-Fi system. And you should think of this less like one megaphone and more like a whole coordinated team working together. So instead of one box trying to do everything, a mesh system gives you a whole set of little nodes, maybe 2 or 3 of them, that you spread out around your house. The cool part is they all talk to each other, creating this single powerful web of Wi-Fi that covers your whole home. And this is where the magic really happens. With a mesh system, there's only one network name. That's it. As you move through your house, your phone or laptop just intelligently and automatically connects to whichever node has the strongest signal. And you never even notice the handoff. No more dropped calls, no more manual switching. It's just Wi-Fi that actually works the way you always wanted it to. All right, so we've met our two contenders. Now, let's put them in the ring, head to head, and really break down how they compare on the things that actually matter. When you see it laid out like this, it becomes pretty clear, right? Let's talk cost. Yeah, the extender is definitely the cheaper option, no doubt about it. But when you look at performance, mesh wins, hands down, with consistent high speeds. Network experience? Again, mesh takes it with that one seamless network. Really, the takeaway here is simple. An extender is a small fix for a small problem. A mesh system is a complete solution for a modern home that has lots of devices and bigger coverage needs. So with all that on the table, how in the world do you make the smart choice for your home specifically? Let's make this really simple. First, let's look at your situation. Do you live in a smaller home or an apartment? And are you really just trying to fix one, maybe 2 specific weak spots, like that one office in the back or the guest bedroom? If you're nodding your head yes, then honestly, an extender is a totally fine, budget-friendly fix. It's designed for exactly that kind of targeted problem. You don't need a sledgehammer to crack a nut, right? But what if you have a bigger house? What if you're dealing with multiple floors or thick brick walls, and you have dead zones all over the place? Or maybe you just have a family with tons of phones, tablets, and smart TVs all fighting for connection. In that case, a mesh system is, without a doubt, the right investment. Yes, it costs more upfront, but it's an investment in Wi-Fi that isn't going to make you pull your hair out. It solves the problem the right way, for the long haul, giving you that stable, fast coverage you actually need. Now, here is a super important pro tip, and this goes for both extenders and mesh nodes, so listen up. Placement is everything. You can't just stick the device right in the middle of the dead zone where the signal is already terrible. You need to place it about halfway between your router and that dead spot. That way, it can still pick up a strong signal to then blast out further. Okay, so let's boil it all down one last time. Extenders, they're cheap, but you pay the price with slower speeds and the headache of 2 separate networks. Mesh systems, yeah, they're more expensive, but they deliver what we're all actually looking for. Truly seamless, fast, and stable Wi-Fi everywhere. So, at the end of the day, the choice really comes down to what you need and how frustrated you are. You now know enough to be dangerous. You can diagnose your own Wi Fi issues and pick the right tool for the job. So, the real question is, what's your verdict?